Good morning. Buenos días. Amigos argentinos, santafesinos. Bienvenidos. Su presencia aquí, hoy, me hace llenar de sonrisa de esperanza y sollozos de pasión, como cantó Carlos Gardel. Sonrisa de esperanza para Messi ganar Copa Mundial para Argentina. Sollozo de pasión por espíritu revolucionario de Che Guevara. Messi y Che Guevara ambos vienen de su provincia, Santa Fe, de Rosario. Let me tell my friends. I was telling them that their presence here has filled me up with the famous tango phrases of Carlos Gardel, the famous Argentine tango singer and composer, who used these phrases. Sonrisa de esperanza y sollozos de pasión. It means in smile of hope and cry of passion. So I said, I have the smile of hope for Messi to win the World Cup for Argentina, and the cry of passion for the ever-inspiring revolutionary spirit of Che Guevara. Both Messi and Che Guevara come from the same province of Santa Fe, from a place called Rosario. I had spent 4 years and 7 months in Argentina, the longest in my diplomatic career. I have traveled extensively, including in Santa Fe. I have played golf in El Paso, Campo de Golf, Campo Timbo, Kentucky, y Rosario Golf Club. Entre 65 canchas de Argentina. The posting for me in Argentina was the most exciting, professionally and personally. Perhaps it was too exciting. I had a heart attack in Buenos Aires in January 2012. But my Indian friends blamed it, saying that, oh, it's because of eating too much of Argentine meat. But my Argentine friends, they said no. I did not drink enough Argentine red wine Malbec. And what did my wife say? She was speechless. She said nothing. She was surprised on discovering that I still had a heart after 34 years of marriage. And what did I tell my wife? I told her, like Perón told Evita, la única verdad es la realidad. The only truth is the reality. Amigos argentinos, esto no es un cuento chino. Cuento indiano. Santa Fe is the capital of agribusiness of Argentina. And Argentina is a global power, leader and player in agribusiness, agricultural production, technology, innovation and best practices. Just to give you an idea, Argentina produces over 100 million tons of cereals and oilseeds from just 32 million hectares of land. And they produce 50 million tons of soya from 16 million tons of land, 16 million hectares of land. In India, we produce 10 million tons of soya from 10 million hectares of land. So they are 3 times more productive. And Argentina has the potential to double this production to 200 million tons because they have plenty of surplus land to bring in under cultivation and there is no water problem. And out of this 100 million tons of grains and oil seeds they produce, they export 50 million tons. So they have the potential to export to the world something like about 150 million tons in the coming years. Now, besides agriculture, Argentina has discovered enormous energy potential. Argentina produces about 500,000 barrels per day of oil, but they have just discovered shale reserves. Argentina has the largest shale oil reserves in Americas with 27 billion barrels. And Argentina has the largest shale gas reserves in Americas with 802 trillion cubic feet of gas. Now you are seeing how shale gas and oil has revolutionized the American economy and industry. And the same it is going to do for Argentina. And Argentina is going to be a player in energy too. Of course, they have mineral resources, but more than all these natural resources, I would attach the most importance to the human resources of Argentina. One of the most well-educated population with a lot of talents in science and technology. The trade between India and Argentina in 2013 was $1.8 billion. India's exports were $695 million. It had increased from $573 million in 2012. And I expect India's exports to cross $1 billion by next year. Our imports are $1.1 billion, of which $1 billion is soya oil and a bit of sunflower oil. We have been importing from Argentina between $1 and $2 billion of edible oils, vegetable oils, mostly soya oil and a bit of sunflower oil. Now, I expect these imports to increase steadily in the coming years because the rate of growth of demand and consumption in India is much higher than the rate of growth of domestic production. So you can count on India as a large growing market in the long term. But besides edible oil, Argentina also has the potential to supply pulses to India, lentejas. My friend Gustavo Patel has already started growing and shipping to India. And India imports every year over 3 million tons of lentejas, pulses. And we are going to need more. And occasionally, we have also imported wheat from Argentina whenever there was a shortage in India. So I would say that there is this complementarity between the food security of India and the surplus of Argentina. Complementariedad alimentaria. Complementariedad alimentaria entre República de Soja, Argentina, y República de Yoga, la India. Argentina exports soya oil and sunflower oil and pulses through Rio Parana, Rio de la Plata, and India exports spiritualism, yoga, and tables. India supplies food for the heart and the soul of the Argentinians. And India not only supplies this ancient wisdom and knowledge to Argentina, but also the modern wisdom and knowledge through information technology. We have 7 Indian companies which operate in Argentina in IT and BPO with 6,000 Argentine staff, the largest in the whole of Latin America. Of this, there is one company called Aegis, which alone employs 5,000 Argentines, not a single Indian. They operate in 5 cities in Argentina. Now, this is not just employment for 5,000 Argentines, 6,000. This is exposure, introduction, training and upgradation of their skills in IT and even multicultural skills. Besides IT and BPO, Indian companies have also invested in cosmetics, pharmaceuticals and agrochemicals. So I am very confident and optimistic that Argentina, despite the problems now, they have some problem, they are going through a difficult phase now with high inflation, shortage of foreign exchange and restrictions on imports and foreign exchange, but this is a temporary phase. These are all solvable and manageable problems. They have come out of greater crisis much faster in 2002 with consistent growth from 2003 to 8. So I am sure Argentina will bounce from the current difficulties and become again as one of the wealthiest countries in Latin America as it was in the 1900s. And I'm also optimistic about the growth of business between India and Argentina. And I would express this optimism in the words of Diego Torres. Saber que se puede, querer que se pueda, pintarse la cara, color esperanza. I was expressing my optimism to our Argentine friends in the words of a pop singer called Diego Torres from Argentina. The translation is like this: knowing that one could, wanting that one should, paint the face with the color of hope. So we are coloring our face with hope. Thank you.